You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're
Hey,
great.
Derek.
Are we gonna have nicknames for each other each episode?
You're
I think
great.
we should.
You're great.
I'm Underboob. That's the original. That's the OG. So you're Nev Nips. I'm
great.
Underboob.
Oh wait, let's not give away the studio production value we have here.
Pretty low.
You're probably going to sing anyway, so you might as well just use
That's
that
a
part,
good
you
point.
know?
You're great.
I-
You're great. That couldn't have been better timing. You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You know who else is great?
Yes.
Ella's great. Hi.
Ella's great.
Hi, this is me. This is what my voice
Yeah,
sounds like.
and you're great. Never change, Ella.
Thank you.
You are great. Look
We
at
started out really positive. First,
Oh, it says
what's
you're
funny is you
great.
can see the imprinted dick from the other side of the notepad.
There's a whole blank notepad. What else are you supposed to do with it?
We're really good at doing physical gags on our podcast. To
I've
open
been
up.
on a lot of casinos this year.
Yeah, a lot of casino stationery.
Yeah.
I take it that's apple juice you're drinking.
Oh yeah. No, it's
Only-
actually. You want to know what it is?
What is it?
It's lemon tea.
Ooh, tasty! It looked like whiskey.
I know it does.
You look-
But it was
is-
also
it's
a
in-
lot of whiskey. It would have been a lot
Yeah,
of
that
whiskey.
would have been a lot of whiskey. I'm like, Monica's been hitting
You're
it
like,
hard
this is
since
gonna
she's
go
been
great.
gone.
You're like, how
She's
are those
changed.
casinos going? Fuck. No.
Oh.
No, it's tea.
I'll be right back. Damn it! Sorry, I forgot my notepad
Okay.
to write stuff down.
Well, welcome to the Hug Life podcast. I'm Mike Coletta, and Monica Nevi is walking away to get her notebook. It's gonna be great. Don't worry, I covered the time. It's fine. It worked
you
out
did?
fine.
What did you talk about?
I said, welcome to the Hug Life podcast. I'm Mike Coletta, and Monica Nevi is walking away to get her notebook.
That's right. Thank you. I'm Monica Nevi, and this is our podcast about friendship and positivity. And today, as a guest, we have Ella Gale. Hi, Ella.
Hi, I'm Ella Gale.
Yeah. This is good. So let's plug our shows up top, Monica. This is the last week of your Upper Left tour. That's what she called it.
I know. This is the very last week.
How many weeks is this? Have you counted how
so
many?
many.
It's been like 16.
I know. I've forgotten. Maybe 16. That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's right. I think that's right.
Tonight when this comes out, I'm at Art Marble or Art 21 Marble, Art Marble 21, one of those in Seattle with Kermit Apio. That's going to be a fun
What?
show.
I love Kermit.
Yeah. Former podcast guest.
Magical person.
And then this whole weekend, Friday through Sunday, I'll be at Bumbershoot. I have 2 shows a day. It's on their website, but I'll also post it on my fan page if you guys would like. And then, of course, Friday night, and it's going to be a really good one because it's Bumbershoot. It's Seattle Super Secret Stand-Up Show, Fremont, at the Atlas Theater. We're going to have
show we
some
started.
great drop-ins, if I do whisper that myself.
Some real humdingers are coming to that show. That's exciting. Mm-hmm. Hey, Ella, where are you going to be? Like, are you got shows coming up around?
I mostly want to invite everybody to come to my show in LA that I run. It's a vaguely Texas-themed
Vaguely
show.
Texas-themed. I like it.
Yes, and it happens the 4th Wednesday of every month at 3 Clubs, which is a super cool Hollywood
Oh,
dive.
yeah.
It's not, I guess, a dive bar. It's a cool old-timey-ish bar.
We used to live by there.
Oh, is that near Melrose where we lived? On,
Yeah,
Wilcox
remember
Melrose?
we walked there with Toby one time. Or maybe I did. I don't know, but yeah.
No, that's awesome. So a Texas theme, do you have people from Texas on it?
Yeah, because the people who run it are all people who moved from Austin at
That's
some point.
so
And then
cool.
we
Hold on. I have to say something.
Yeah.
It's a little, I mean, I can hear you great, but I did think you said sexist theme. And that was,
Oh,
I
that
was
would have.
like, cool, I guess. I don't know.
Her sexist theme show.
I mean,
Your
isn't
sexist
every
theme
show in LA a sexist themed show?
That's a good point. That's a very good
Every
point Ella just
comedy
made.
show is a sexist theme show. And I didn't question it. I was like, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Like, okay,
That's
yep.
fine.
No,
That's
hopefully not. Yeah.
What's the name? Is there a name for the show? Like a title for the show? Is
Yeah,
it
it's
just
called All Y'all.
all y'all? I
Oh,
love
that's
it.
good. I like it.
I'm gonna. So my dear daddy moved to San Antonio, and
Did you say your beer daddy?
my dear
All right,
daddy,
I gotta figure out what-
I gotta enunciate more, or you gotta start listening
I
better.
know, I gotta
okay?
start listening, but I turned it up. But
He
it's,
he lives in Port Aransas, Texas now. You know,
oh, your dear God.
my dear daddy. But yeah, I feel like I have a little Texas. You know, just
Sure.
I adopted it a little bit. Like my dad when he moved there, gave me all the touristy items that I felt like I was
Like T-shirts.
like T-shirts and
Do
a
you
deck
have
of playing cards.
the Texas shaped cutting board? That's a big favorite.
He does. He has it. That's
We need
awesome.
one of those.
And then even the cheapy hotels in Texas, they all have Texas shaped waffle makers.
Yeah,
For
no,
like the
that's
continental breakfast.
that's what
in
I
the
was gonna
morning.
say when I drove across. So I drove from Arizona. I dropped her off, and I drove to my dad in Port Aransas, and the hotel I stayed the night at had a Texas waffle maker.
And I got a photo of it on my phone.
You do, yeah.
Because he sent it to me.
I did, yeah. I thought it was very important for everyone to know about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do they just give you one when you become a resident of the state of Texas? 'Cause
Yeah,
should.
they ship you one with your driver's license.
It's really clunky. It's all in an envelope too. It's really amazing how they do it. That's awesome though. All y'all at the 3 Clubs bar, 3 Clubs at 4th Wednesday of the month.
Yep.
Dope. I'm gonna write that on the description. I made a boo-boo last episode.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so I was supposed to be on the Kitchen Sink Variety Show on Sunday since this aired, but that was the finale of Game of Thrones. And Kevin Comartin, the founder of that show, is a very smart man, and he moved it to this Saturday, September 2nd. So I will be at the Atwater Theater at 8 o'clock. Then it's, to me, probably one of my top shows in LA that I like to do and go to, and it's fun. It's like a variety show, and they show movies too,
Wow.
and they have a band called the Dirty Dishes. It's
Perfect.
great.
Oh,
it's a cool
that's
show.
fun. It sounds like they're smart, too, if they're moving it for
They
scones.
are,
So,
yeah. And so I'll be on that this Saturday, and then a week from then I will be in Tacoma. I'll be back in Seattle, Tacoma area for the first time in like 6 months or so, and I'll be at Tacoma Comedy Club all weekend featuring there for Tony Hinchcliffe.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, and I'll be there. So come hug me. I'll be lonely. I'll be missing you. Whoever listens to this podcast that's in Tacoma. I know Joey
great.
Muldoon
Okay.
does.
Oh, he'll be there for sure. Let's keep going.
You can rate and review, subscribe to the podcast on iTunes or Stitcher or any other podcast service because they all do the same thing. If you think about it, Google Play, that's popular. Didn't realize
Could do that.
Yeah. What can you do if you go to huglifepodcast.com, Monica?
Well, you could go look at our beautiful faces, but
Yeah,
then
we're there.
also you could use that banner right at the top there. If you click on it, it's an Amazon banner. It'll take you to Amazon. You buy some shit like you normally would, and we get a little kickback. You could buy
little scratch.
What?
Little scratch. Some ducats.
Oh, a little scratch. Good.
Some cash money.
What would you buy, Ella? If you used
had
our
a-
banner, what
If
would you buy?
if we were like, here's $100, you go crazy on Amazon. What would you get right now?
On Amazon?
Yeah, you go crazy on it though, and they don't have drugs on there, or guns.
I think right now I might buy some, there are these like recyclable notebooks, recycled
Ooh.
notebooks that are just like composition books, but they have like cactuses and stuff.
Whoa, I like that.
And I'm,
What?
I'm about to
Stationary.
get
so
some
specific
new
and
notebooks.
amazing.
I love the new notebook shopping. It's exciting. It's a
I
good
usually
time.
just go college ruled
You do?
composition notebooks, yeah. But these are basically that, but they're like a little nicer, and we've got sweet sea life and stuff.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that. So as a fool, I got these spiral notebooks, which is why I'm using them
no.
for the podcast because you can see they're very bent and messed up. I don't use them to write jokes in anymore because they're not going to survive that long. They're just not going to live that long. What are you doing over
Found
there?
$2.
Oh, thank
But-
you. You're just looking for money?
No, yeah.
Are you
just
looking for
going
money
through
to
my
give to
backpack.
Ella for her Amazon purchase right now?
Yeah, I know. It's like, here's
I appreciate
$100. No, I'm going to be honest with you.
Uh-huh.
My phone is dying, and I'm not sure if I have my charger with me. So, but let's just keep going. That's all I'm
Okay,
saying.
well, if what happens is if the phone dies and you disappear, then Ella and I'll just do a little something
Yeah.
and finish it out, and
You
we'll
just-
take the
you
quiz
just-
together without you.
You just keep it going.
But the important thing is
Yeah, it's
you're
not
here
like- Yeah.
for
I
now.
was looking in my backpack is what I was doing, but I found $2. That seems like a good day,
So
huh?
that's a victory. You
That's
know?
a taco.
Yeah, it's a taco. That's right. That's good. Oh gosh, street tacos.
Oh,
So
yeah.
amazing. Yeah,
Oh, I miss LA.
I know.
Oh.
I think it's stationary.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
fun to find a
can't find
notebook.
it,
So the last notebook I found, I went with Monica to this CVS down here, and I got I found a yellow notebook with a bird cage on it that I really liked.
Oh.
It's just a little pocket one. I like that.
I got a great notebook at Stories here. It has a rabbit on it, and
Oh.
it's foldy, it's bendy, and it's lined, and it has the perfect. It's the perfect size for my purse, which is nice.
Yeah. Stories, that's the place where they do what's happening right now. It's just a Monica and Evie crotch shot. What is going on right now?
You know what? I thought about it like as it. Wait, oh no.
I just feel you just feel like a voyeur right now.
No, I'm sorry. There's some shit. All right, I'll turn it that way. But there was some. It was going out, so I felt like the lower it was to the hotel floor, the closer it is to the internet.
Oh, that's good. That's smart. Yeah.
But the angle was bad. You're right.
The angle was very bad. It was very much like, what is happening right now?
What is this podcast about again?
A lot of movement.
Mm-hmm. By the way, if you feel like if you want, you turn off your video, it might save some more battery if you can find your charger. Yeah. I mean, we won't just see
perfect.
your face.
Then you don't have to look at my crotch. Sorry.
But yeah, you can put the phone wherever you want now. We will have no. You could get entirely naked to do the podcast. We'd have no idea. So
all your clothes.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you if it happens.
But yeah, dude, I think stationary shopping is fun. Stationary. I get excited about that. That's stationary, right?
Okay.
Stationary is just like pens, pencils, paper, anything, right?
I went on an OkCupid date and it did not go well, but the guy recommended a new brand of pen to me.
Ooh.
And the pens are very good.
Oh, so he has that going for him, but everything else, no.
What was the recommendation? I kind of want to know.
Muji black ink pens.
Muji?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm writing that down.
So I'd probably get some of those.
So that's like
fancy notebooks.
Somebody asked me the other day what was my like Carrie Bradshaw shoe like equivalent. You know what I mean? Like Carrie Bradshaw, Sex and the City. She's got a ton of shoes. That's her thing, right? And I was like, I think it's notebooks and pens. Like it's a problem because I literally have 6 notebooks in that backpack, which is maybe why I can't find the charger. But
that's possible.
It's there's a million, and they're all different like things, but they're pretty and it's fun, and I get it. Fucking get it.
My wonderful girlfriend got me a BB-8 Star Wars notebook. It was Moleskine that I haven't opened yet, and I'm waiting to fill up this yellow book. It's got like a few pages yet left, and then breaking that out, and I'm excited for it.
Get it. Wait, don't you have a waffle maker that's the same thing, or no?
I just have a normal waffle maker. I just looked at the cupboard it's in and stared at it longingly, though, as you said that. So that's how much I'm thinking about carbs right now.
Didn't you get a weird waffle maker for Christmas? Didn't you get a Star Wars waffle maker for Christmas?
No, I didn't get. I just got a normal waffle maker. It's just.
I guess it's ball. It's ball shaped though.
It's ball. Yeah, it is true. I could make it. I could get.
You could frost it up to be a.
Oh yeah, I could get like gray frosting and make it look like a real unappetizing waffle. The ideas. Do get artsy on it. Yeah. That's good. That's a really good answer for the Amazon question. It's really good.
It was great, yeah.
You kind of like, as far as guests on podcasts go right now, say a 20 out of 10. That's what you got right now. You're at 200%.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to like butter you up too much, but I think you're pretty good right now as a podcast guest. And I'm super excited to get into it. Monica, do you have any lexical embraces?
Yeah, I do. I have one.
All right. Lexical embraces are like shout outs. We used to call them oral hugs, but it didn't work as well. So...
People thought about dicks when we did that.
Yeah.
I'm going to lexically embrace Hal. Well, Hugbug. He's a Hugbug. His name's Hal. And yes. And,
hi, Hal. You're great. Never change.
He posted today that he's got a football that he got signed by Frank Clark, Seahawk. That he got it at... would you say who?
I said ooh, like exciting.
Oh, ooh, yeah. He got it at training camp. Frank Clark signed it, and he said, oh, this is great to have, but it'd be better, like it doesn't really matter in the end, so I'm going to sell it, and whoever buys it, I'm going to give all the proceeds to Houston, to the... yeah, which I think is really cool. So, yeah, lexical embrace to Hal for doing that. I think it's a cool thing to have, and I know he's a huge Seahawks and sports fan, so I think that's great to... He's just helping, and that's what I like.
Oh, yeah. I should say, I mentioned my daddy living in Texas on the Gulf Coast. He's fine, everybody. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Good. His house is a little bit flooded, I think, but other than that, apparently
wow.
Well, his town was hit really, really hard. Like there was a trailer park in Port Aransas that's just gone now. Like it's just not there anymore.
Oh shit! Well, they're like right on the.
They're right on the water,
right? Yeah.
So and a lot of people evacuated. Like I don't think they had any deaths or anything in Port Aransas, but I don't think. Last time I looked, I could have changed. I'm not the news. I don't care. But yeah, he's fine.
I'm not the news.
My daddy's okay. He was in San Antonio where it was just raining a lot. So apparently Houston just got hit the worst though because they have the flooding that's still going on and they're still raining, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's like, yeah. Well, Yeah, that's what our charities are going to be about.
Yeah, we're not a weather podcast. Let's move on. Monica, are you ready for the to open up the new not the new segment. I mean the old segment, but you're really good at introducing it.
Okay. Hey guys, good news.
Welcome to the good news segment. I'm Mike Coletta. This is the good news. The owner of a store, I believe it's the store in Maryland where the winning Powerball ticket was happened. The store that sold it. I didn't know this. They get $50,000 when the store sells.
Really?
Yeah, and they're donating all of it to charity. The store is not keeping the money. They're donating all the money to charity.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that nice?
That's awesome.
Yeah. So the store, it's at the Pride Station and store in Chicopee. They sold the ticket to the 53-year-old hospital worker. But I don't know if they've announced. I was looking in the article. I don't think they've announced the charities yet, but they're giving it to local charities, which I just thought was really nice. You know?
Yeah, I think that's great. It's a great story.
Thank you. Well, that's really the only new good news story I had this week. But I just thought it would be really cool because when people get money like that, they usually keep it and they're giving it away. Good. And a store could probably use that money. They could get more Slim Jims or something like that.
Yeah, we all need more Slim Jims.
Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts on Slim Jims? I don't think I've ever had one before.
Those are the long meat sticks.
Yeah, I've never had one.
You've never had a Slim Jim?
No, I've never snapped into a Slim Jim.
You know how much I like Slim Jim.
I didn't know this.
I guess I don't want my meat to snap.
You should write that down, Monica, for the quotes part. I don't want my meat to snap.
Yeah, like when I think about the characteristics I want in a meat.
You're like snappy.
What's the snap factor? Well, so if we're gonna get into snapping meats real quick, what about like a sausage though, where you bite into it like it's grilled and it snaps?
That actually kind of upsets me.
Is that a
really?
snap?
Yeah, I don't like it. I would just prefer like a crumbled sausage on a pizza.
Oh, I mean,
I definitely don't want it to make that like juicy puncture noise.
Oh yeah. See, I think I don't know if that's just the raw animal carnivore side of me that just wants to hear a snap. It makes you feel like really aggressive. While I'm eating.
Like a dinosaur.
Yeah, like a dinosaur or a wolf. I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones. Dragon, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it makes me feel good.
Ooh, like a dragon. You cooked it and then you ate it.
Yeah, that's right. But I don't. So what does that mean when you go to a barbecue? Not a barbecue. I'm trying not to say barbecue anymore. When it's not a cookout, like a grill.
You can say whatever you want. I'm not gonna.
What do you? Well, I'm just trying. I just realized that my whole life.
Are people getting offended by the word barbecue?
Well, I never thought about this. Everyone calls it a barbecue, but it's not a barbecue unless you're actually like slow cooking meat. So I was trying to just be like correct in my language. Never heard anyone get really mad about it, but.
So you're the only one that's getting offended by that.
I'm not offended. I'm just trying to be correct with my terminology.
Sure.
Yeah. Act like I've been here before. Does that mean you're going burger instead of hot dog or sausage at a?
I like hot dogs, but a hot dog has never snapped.
It's never. Oh, that's true because they're so cheap.
They're just like mostly like a gelatinous. I like a good bratwurst, but I'm not in it for the snap at all.
Yeah,
it's something you get through, and then you have the bun to kind of shield.
That's true. The bun shields the snap.
Yeah.
There's one thing we want you to learn from this podcast tonight. Is that the bun steals.
Bun shields the snap.
Shields the snap. Yeah. Monica, what do you think about snappable meats? Well, you're obviously into it because you like Slim Jims.
Meat sticks are my thing, man.
Do you go for gas station mystery meat sticks?
All the time, and you know this. We've traveled together a lot.
That's true, I guess. I was just saying it for the podcast listener.
In fact, never mind.
In fact, what?
Like this weekend, I was very embarrassed to let the maids come in, which I don't do. But even at the end of how many Slim Jim wrappers there were in my room.
At the hotel?
Yeah, that's like the more depressed I am, the more Slim Jim wrappers you're gonna find.
Oh no, don't be depressed.
Well, it's just a general observation.
That's
I'm
a
fine.
measurement.
Everybody, there was a water slide. It's fine.
Dude, by the way, that hotel you were staying at, which is in Richland, Washington, I believe, is the same one I stayed at when I did that room. And they switch between, and that's the good one because it's like a tropical theme inside of it and a water slide.
Actually, it looked like it would have been super cool in 1980.
As many of the best things are.
It's like when Monica and I...
One of the waitresses was like, I had my prom I had my prom there, and I gave her a hug because I felt bad.
I had my prom there. You know what that reminds me of? Things being cooler in the 80s is Monica, when we were in Alabama, we went to space camp. And I went because I wanted to go as a kid all the time. Like, this was my dream to go to space camp.
Yeah.
They would show it on the commercials for, like, Guts. It would be a prize if you won Global Guts and stuff like that.
Okay, we didn't go to space camp, but we went to where it was.
And it hasn't changed. They haven't upgraded anything. It's all looks like the 80s. The paint's the same on the wall. Like, and I love it. I love that it looks like, yeah, I love it.
It was cool, though. I actually really enjoyed it. I actually talked about that, like, a lot this weekend because they have a lot of PhDs in Richland as well because of the nuclear plant. And so I was like, oh, have you been to Huntsville?
Just making conversation with scientists.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
Yep.
That's good. Well, you got to close the segment, Monica. We never did that.
Oh, sorry. Hey, guys, that was good news.
That's good. If you don't close it, how are they going to know we're done? You know? Now.
It's just a real open-ended good news segment.
We got to get into the big topic of the day.
Let's do it. Oh,
And
I'm excited.
I'm super excited to positive spin science class in general, because this is your hot button, like, not a hot button topic, but this is the thing, knowledgeable
wheelhouse.
topic. Your wheelhouse. There you go. Yeah. Because can you tell people, like, your scientific background real quick?
Are you a scientist?
I like to think she's a scientist. She's saying she's gonna say she's not a scientist, but she's a scientist.
So, like Dr. Science, I have a master's degree. Yeah, do you not?
What?
Dr. Science from NPR.
Yeah, Dr.
Ask
Science.
Dr. Science. Anyway, I have a master's degree in environmental engineering.
And
I practiced engineering for a little bit, and now I do, like, science and engineering technical editing.
So you're a master of science.
She's a master of science by day and a stand-up comedian by night. She's the superhero She's a superhero that we need and deserve. You know.
Yeah.
That's right. You're like Batman.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Have you
like
gotten
Batman.
comparisons before to Batman? First time?
First time, yeah.
First time? Oh.
It's what our podcast is about.
It's about building those magical moments of treating our guests like the superheroes they really are.
You are a superhero. You came to our apartment.
Here's my thing that I wanted to... So for positive spinning, like, because people always think, like, any education thing is boring. But science was the one topic when I was in school that I was always really excited about. But I never got to do your generic kid high school science experiments. I never dissected anything.
What? Did you go to, like, a hippie?
No, I went to Auburn Riverside and I just missed it. I don't know what happened. I never dissected anything.
Yeah. Did other people do it at your school?
I think so, and I just missed out. Like, I don't know how I didn't, like, do it. It's also how, like, in middle school, I just somehow skipped long division. Even though I already kind of knew it, I never learned long division, really.
What will you do if you're stranded on an island with only a paper and pen?
And I need to figure out a remainder. That was the worst. You solve it, but you don't actually kind of solve it because there's a remainder. Anyway, yeah, but I never...
But you know that, but you didn't learn it? I'm confused.
So what happened was I learned it in elementary school, and then the refresher part that I was supposed to get in middle school, I never got. So I never really... So I forgot it.
Maybe
like, I just don't know.
Smart.
So if I gave you a number to long divide, you couldn't
I couldn't do it. I just know that you got to draw, like, this thing, right?
Yeah.
And you got to put a numbers here.
L.
And then you put a number here. Mm-hmm. And then it goes down here, right?
Nope, other way.
Other way? It goes in here and goes up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're
doing.
Hey,
they're
can we
doing
take a quick break so Ella can teach me long division real quick? But yeah, so
I feel like everyone understood what you were doing though, as she was saying. Nope. Yes. Nope.
Nope. Yep. You're an idiot. Do you? Did you both dissect things?
Yeah. We did.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I dissected multiple things.
Middle school, we did fetal pigs.
Whoa.
And sheep size.
Whoa.
And then high school.
In middle school, is that what you said?
Yeah. High school, we did frogs for sure. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I feel like you go from frogs to pigs, not pigs to frogs.
I know. I did frogs in high school and pigs in college.
I don't know. I think
you're fucked up. I'm kidding. You're great.
The frogs have like very clear anatomy.
Oh, and the pigs make it a little harder?
I can't remember much about the pigs.
Because aren't pigs more like people, right? That's what they say.
Yeah,
pigs are close.
Yeah, I did it in anatomy and physiology. Like it was very specifically the same as humans, and we, whatever, did like half of it one quarter and then half of it the other one. So
Because pigs are the things that are going to grow our organs that we need.
Oh, in the future?
Yeah.
Oh.
Genetically modified pigs.
So I can get a new organ?
Yep.
When they get, okay, this is going to sound really hippy-dippy and stuff.
that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, not that yet. Not that. That's awesome. But where do they get the dead baby pigs from? They don't like kill baby pigs and then you dissect them,
Are you
right?
concerned about where they're getting the pigs
Yeah.
Well, they're fetal pigs, so
Oh, so they
they're
never
not
were
even-
born. Yeah.
uh,
I need to listen better. That's what I'm learning from this whole podcast.
I don't know,
That's
man.
crazy.
Somebody's out there at the Pig Parenthood just
Pig Parenthood.
just loading up, a sack.
This episode might be called Pig Parenthood.
Big Parenthood. That's hilarious.
Oh boy, this is not boding well for my selected charity.
This is great. We can pick another one if you want to do that. Yeah, that's awesome. Like, so, because I know the dissection thing was a big deal, but what else about science class? I feel like science
science
teachers are
class?
quirky and fun.
Science teachers are the best. They always have the biggest eyebrows.
Yeah.
They're always worried if they're going to catch them on fire. There's a lot of stuff happening. Also, fire. No other class you're fucking like using
That's
fire
true.
in, right? I think that's cool.
Bunsen burners and stuff. I'm
You're like
into it.
mixing shit together. I think it was the coolest class to like even if it was a very like elementary experiment, you were still like amazed at what you were doing, right? Like I think that's really cool.
Oh yeah, that's true. I
Also,
oh, go ahead.
sorry, goggles. That was my other. Like I still have my goggles from college, like science goggles.
Yeah, you got to wear goggles.
You do.
Right. You could use them for other stuff. You could cry into them. I don't know, but you could use them for other things.
That's why I just wear swim goggles so they were multitasking, you know?
I put my goggles on a puppet, and then I used that puppet in a show.
Really? That's
What?
awesome.
See?
Do you have a picture of the puppet?
Good thing you have a degree.
Because I'm like trying to think of what I
don't
can
think-
put for the episode picture, and if you have a picture of you and the puppet, that would be
that'd
amazing. To put
I
on
don't.
there.
I should have a picture of me. It was from a show I did called Test Tube
What's
Babe.
his name? What's the puppet's
Test
name?
tube babe.
Test
Test
Tube
tube babe.
Babe.
Test tube babe.
I didn't name the puppets.
You didn't name the puppet.
Monica's just offended. You didn't name the puppet. Quirky teachers though, like I think about it because my teacher in high school, my biology teacher, he had an Oscar fish, you know, like one of those, but his tank was always really dirty, so he's kind of like very supervillain-esque because it's this giant fish that would eat anything. Like people would just feed
Wait,
it.
what's an Oscar fish?
An Oscar fish? It's related to piranhas. It's not really big, but it's relatively big for like a fish you keep in a tank, you know.
Yeah.
And it was a really big tank. And people would just feed this fish like Cheetos or M&Ms, and it would just eat shit. I just remember it being like a supervillain fish, and you'd never really see it because the tank was always so cloudy because he never took care of it because he kept saying he wanted it to die. Really weird teacher. But yeah, everyone thought that teacher was really high all the time and smoked a lot of weed. I'm looking up an
They
Oscar
probably
fish for you.
did, right?
Oh yeah, he would come out of his side office with his eyes all red, and everyone's like, "This dude is blazing up."
Don't
in
just
class.
look.
Yeah.
I feel like you could teach. Some science don't.
Oh, you definitely could.
Some
right?
earth science.
Because he was
Yeah.
teaching like the intro science for freshman students. Mm-hmm. So it was very much like this is an Oscar fish. This is what it looks like.
Oh, Scar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it looks like a
Yeah.
big piranha kind of without the teeth. But it very much would just eat everything and anything that was around.
Like a big, chunky fish.
Yeah, a big
Nice.
fat fish. Yeah, the groupers of the rivers, if you will.
A
But
big
yeah,
fat fish.
a big fat fish. But yeah, it was fun, and I like that about science class too. It was just like weird. It was always something weird going on in the classroom. It was very
That's true. There was always like animals in there and stuff. I think you're right.
Ever since I watched Magic School Bus, I wanted my teachers to be like Miss Frizzle, and they
Magic
were very
School
much
Bus.
like Miss Frizzle
Great.
in a way. It was interesting. No Liz the iguana, but it was still cool.
I do feel like there was more movies and stuff. If we're talking about like high school and middle school classes, there was more movies and stuff, but it was like relevant, you know? Because like other teachers would get in
yeah.
trouble for showing movies all the time, but those ones were like kind of boring, but honestly like relevant
like science movies.
videos. Yeah,
We
I
watched
like
this
when you
science-
turn them.
I feel like some science movies are so dumb
That's true.
and some are so great. I remember watching an early animated, because this would have been when I was in middle school, so early days of computer animation. And it was about the elements, and we were watching it in middle school science class with Mr. Busby. And
Mr. Busby, that's
yeah.
a science name.
Yeah.
That's a weird one. Yeah.
For sure. Shout out to Mr. Busby.
Mr. Busby, long-time listener. How's it going? Hey.
All the noble gases were in little castles. And that just, I still remember it, so maybe it's not that dumb, but so dumb.
It did its job if you remembered it, I guess, right?
They're not even spelled the same.
I just remember we watched a video on volcanoes, and it was about these couple that would go out on volcanoes and like research them. They're famous, I think, a famous couple that would do this, and then they died, like right after the video came out, and someone told me that, and I had a severe fear of all things geology for a long time. I was a very scared child, so it really helped.
Well, we had this video in AP biology when I was in high school, and we called it the hippie dancing video. But it was like how cells split into two, right? Mm-hmm. But it was like they did it with all these. It was like a bunch of people, and they got in groups, and they were like but they were like dancing, and there was this guy that would run around and like blow smoke out of this thing. Like, it was really fucking weird. But it was so funny, and like our not professor but teacher, like he was like, here you go, and he showed it to us, and then he turned it off, and he just started laughing really hard because he thought it was hilarious. Like, it was really fucking weird. But
I had a math teacher, and this is not science, this is math, that on the slow days would just replay Donald Duck in Mathland over and over again.
Donald Duck in, excuse me, but Math Magic Land.
Oh, it's Math Magic Land. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
I mean,
Math Magic Land, right?
he would show us that, and then he'd show us his own bootleg VHS collection of HBO David Blaine specials that he was really into. I remember that. He just like, you guys want to watch Donald Duck in Mathland or David Blaine that I recorded myself, clearly.
Pretty sure Donald Duck in Math Magic Land holds up.
Oh, it's fun. I mean, remember trigonometry, he plays pool, and then he's like on the pool table for a spell, like running away.
And then it teaches you about sound waves with a harp. With
yeah. Oh, I remember that.
Because it vibrates at different frequencies.
Yeah, it was fun. That was Mr. Hyler's
stuff
class.
Going on in the
Donald Duck
stuff.
in
Math Magic Land.
Math Magic Land.
Math Magic Land.
That's good.
Wrote it down.
I did too. I might just try to find it later on YouTube. I'm sure it's on there.
Yeah.
And just watch it.
Just watch it. And then I'm going to watch a bootleg David Blaine video just to have those memories come back.
That's so
Is
funny.
this really your card?
It's cards. That's numbers probability.
Right? It is. That's true. Yeah. I also, you know what I like about science too? Is just the outfit makes you look smarter. You know, the lab coat.
Yeah, I have a lab coat too.
Do you have a lab coat?
You know, I don't.
You
I've
don't?
worn lab coats. I wore lab coats in grad school a little bit, but I didn't wind up doing very much lab work.
Oh.
And you really should throw them away.
You should throw them away.
You shouldn't like have them.
Keep them.
If you're doing real lab work in labs with chemicals, you shouldn't be.
You throw them. Oh, you don't just take them home.
You get stuff on.
Yeah, you get stuff. That's what they're there for.
You know, like
so you don't want to.
You don't bring your laptop home and then ask your significant other, like, I got a bunch of laundry to do. All these lab coats. You don't do that.
Maybe you want to role play and you got some weird stuff on it.
Yeah.
In the realm of sexual role play, the lab coat is king.
Anybody from science role play, but you're going to want to buy a clean Amazon. Use your 100 Amazon dollars.
Oh, there you go. Get your stationery
new notebooks,
and pens,
new pens
and lab coats for your sex. Your sex lab coats.
It could be safe to wear your goggles during a sexual experience. So
just the goggles, though, nothing else.
Yeah, nothing else. I do
goggles
that
and a bow tie. You know what else? How do you feel as a scientist? Because you're a scientist.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah. About Bill Nye the Science Guy. Did you like that show as a kid? Did it bring you into science more? I loved it.
I definitely watched it, and I don't really remember it that well.
Remember it? See, I think I remember it the most because there was a video game that came out for PC where you tried to save. It's called Stop the Rock, and you try to stop a meteor from attacking. And I played that. Attacking? That's the right word. Sure. I played that all the time. Those meteors trying to attack us constantly. I played that all the time, and I loved that, and I thought it was educational. Talked about convective heat.
Sure.
Yeah, with pots and pans and kitchen. Yeah, it was fun. Did you like Bill Nye, Monica?
What?
Did you like Bill Nye, the Science Guy?
Well, yeah, because I liked watching movies in class, but I didn't watch him outside of school, to be honest with you.
Really? So yeah, I was in it.
I can still do the theme song.
Yeah, Bill. It's fun.
Very catchy.
It
Yeah.
is very catchy, and it was shot in Seattle. Yay!
He's from Seattle.
He is. Yeah.
Have
He
you?
worked for Boeing.
Has either of you seen the new one?
I did watch the new one. I enjoyed it.
How do you feel about?
How do you feel about the new
Ella?
one?
I haven't watched it.
Oh.
If anybody from the new one is listening, though, please hire me. I am a scientist.
Yeah, Ella's a scientist. Hire her to write on the show. She's amazing. I was waiting for an answer back, and they didn't answer back.
No, yay.
Yeah. Monica, anything else about scientists? About science class?
I think it's a good way to meet people. I know it sounds weird,
true.
but normally you get paired up with a person, right? And it's
the
usually
lab
maybe
partner.
your lab partner. So your science teacher's probably not putting you with someone that you are friends with because you're gonna fuck off. So then you could probably meet somebody new.
Oh man,
Maybe.
the amount of times I sat in the back of a class hoping that the girl I had a crush on would just magically be my lab partner, just like I lived in a John Hughes movie. I just waited, and it never happened.
Well, okay.
Is that something you guys did? Did you?
I don't think I didn't. I can't remember. I don't think I had a crush on anybody in my science class.
Really?
I don't remember
Did you-
any of my lab.
Were they all just gross nerds?
It was a small class. I think it was because I was in.
Where'd you grow up?
Colorado Springs.
Colorado Springs?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Not a great town for science.
Yeah, not a big science town.
sports science.
The science of the springs. Geology, right?
Yeah, actually, that's true. I actually did a bunch of like youth geology stuff.
Oh, like a youth geology club kind of thing?
No, was it. I went to Yellowstone for like this science camp thing.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was great. We looked at rocks. I don't remember any. I've gone to Yellowstone now
Sounds
as both a
amazing.
youth scientist and as
Adult
an
scientist.
adult scientist. Yeah.
Oh my
We
gosh.
went to caves and we looked at bacterial mats. So
Ooh.
bacteria will form these like fingery white mats in streams and caves,
Interesting.
and they
That is really
they eat
interesting.
sulfur.
Oh, see, I remember my geology class was one of the more fun classes I took in college. I really liked it.
In my master's program, a bunch of us took a class called geomicrobiology, which is bugs and rocks. And
Bugs and rocks?
It came with a free trip to Yellowstone. They were very well
that's
funded.
so cool.
Yeah, geology departments have tons of money for fun field trips because they're all funded by oil companies.
Oh yeah, interesting. I think I should have gone and done
Look at
geology.
these insider tips.
Hey, if you're in college, do geology. Get
yeah,
that,
you get
get
to go
that oil money. Go
into a
outside.
cave, look at a rock.
Mhm. Do that.
I know the difference between rocks
for
and
rocks.
minerals now.
Rocks and minerals. What is the difference between rocks and minerals? Can you give us a lesson?
yeah,
a crash
so-
course.
Like minerals have a uniform molecular structure.
Uh-huh.
So, it's all the same thing. It's like a crystal structure.
Oh,
that-
it's all one thing.
yeah. And then a rock might be made up of multiple minerals.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So if I'm holding a crystal in my hand and someone's like, "Give me that rock," I can be like, "It's actually a mineral,"
Yes.
and then say, "No."
I'm pretty sure most
Got it,
crystals
I
should
co-
be just minerals.
I
yeah.
collected crystals when I was a kid, not for like the hoity-toity hippie way. I had just had a geology set.
Has it come full circle around though? Now you're like, oh damn, I sold all my energy.
I kind of wish
crystals.
I did. Yeah, I kind of wish I kept them. I didn't even sell them. I just Goodwilled them, I think. I just got rid of stuff. My mom did this thing where she would just like take stuff away from my brother and I, and we wouldn't even really realize it. And then we'd be like, oh, it's gone. Like my Sega Genesis just disappeared one day. And because I had an N64. I just didn't know. I had no idea.
Think of how
Magical
happy
land.
you made a hippie.
That's
who
true.
Found your.
They're just like, someone's just throwing away all these
Crystal
chakras. Can you throw away chakras? I don't know how this works. Monica, you know about that stuff a little bit, right?
Chakras? Sure,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's 7 of them. That's all I got.
Are they a thing that you can give to Goodwill?
No, but
No.
I have been looking for them in the bin. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You just can't find a good Goodwill crystal in LA.
You just can't. You can't because all the crystals are in the hoity-toity hippie shops that are really expensive, right? How much?
I think crystals cost between $10 and $1 billion.
What?
I think I would guess if I went out and I bought like a 4-inch crystal, pretty nice, sparkly, maybe some clear bits. I bet that would cost at least $30.
Damn.
But I actually have no idea.
So wait, okay,
It could be more.
When I go into people's houses, rich people's houses mostly, and they have those fancy ass rocks that are cut in half and glossed over, and they have like crystals. Is it geode? Is that what it's called?
That's not a new thing. That's been around for a while too. Like I've seen people with those for a long time.
How do they make those rocks look all nice like that? Is this a dumb question? Did they just saw in half a rock and put something on it to make it all smooth and then just?
Yeah, is that real?
Yeah, I think they definitely like would grind it at the very end to make it smooth, but do they saw it? Can you saw a rock? I don't know the answer to that.
I was just wondering if I like went into a field one day and I was like, I got my trusty rock cracking hammer, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm just cracking rocks in half. Would I eventually hit one that had those cool ass crystals inside? Like find it in the wild, like a Pokemon, you know?
You might be able to.
Really?
I wonder.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm sensing a Hug Life geology field trip with Ella.
We have to leave.
Where are geodes naturally found? You'd have to look it up.
have to look it up?
I'm not like a geologist. by training.
Can we do comedians geode hunting one day? Can we do that?
Absolutely.
That sounds so fun. I love it.
Go on a hike.
We can go on a geode hike.
I'm guessing
Crack
they
something
come
open
from
and
pretty
someone's
specific.
fossilized skull.
Are there synthetic geodes?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, do they make these in a geode factory? I don't know. That sounds probably wrong. Or grow them. They probably because I had a crystal growing kit as a kid.
You can definitely grow crystals.
Does that mean you can grow those crystals inside of those rocks? Like those rocks, they just hollow out and then they grow the crystals inside to make them look all
I'm
good.
sure somebody's
Forgot
making
that was a
fake
thing.
geodes.
Oh man,
But
there's
how
a siren
common is
for the
it?
people to let you know that we're in a neighborhood right now doing the podcast. You know what I've always wanted to do, LA science-wise, that I haven't done?
What's that?
I want to go to the La Brea Tar Pits Museum. I've never gone.
Oh,
You
I
haven't
wandered
gone?
around outside.
Wait, we've been there, but not to the museum.
Yeah, we wandered
You're-
outside the outside of it, and I took a picture with that adorable giant sloth statue they have there. But I never went. I wanted to go in the museum. I like museums. When we were on the tour, we went into a museum in Salt Lake City. That was the dinosaur one, and they had like
It was so cool.
the wall of Triceratops heads.
Oh,
Yeah, it was so rad. It was so cool. I want to go back there.
like Baylor's
It was
tomb.
really cool.
Yeah, it was just like.
I worked with a guy tonight that's from Salt Lake.
Oh, really? Did you talk to
Yeah.
him about the Triceratops heads that we saw?
No, but he was very nice, and if you want to go there again, we can.
Okay, let's go there again, but only for museums and not for comedy. No, just that would make
Got
more
it.
sense.
No Mormonism, no comedy.
No Mormonism, no comedy, but the museums are fine.
All of their dinosaur heads are Mormon. So.
There was a part where you and I were driving on the tour, and I think it was in between Wyoming and Salt Lake City. We were leaving Salt Lake City, and we were going to Colorado. I think that sounds right, Monica? It was
Okay, yes. Yeah, yes.
and
it is.
there was a thing on the map that was like a offshoot road, and it said like Dinosaur Museum of the Gods or something. It was like a museum on top
Wasn't
of a hill or something like that, and I wanted to go.
Wait.
And then it was a crazy,
It looked
like,
it was a crazy detour. Like it was.
No, was it the one that was like, it was almost like a canyon, like it had carved out in between.
Oh yeah, but there
And
was-
you could see them in the walls of it because like they had gone through the middle of something like a canyon, and you could see it in the walls of it.
that was it. Yeah, but there's a museum attached to it too. But it was some sort of crazy name that made it sound like Jurassic Park, and I really wanted to go because I love dinosaurs.
We did look at, but we did take a detour to Santa Claus, Indiana. So
We
I'm
did
sorry
do
we didn't
that.
get to do that for
We
you.
did.
I'm sorry.
The reindeer statues in Santa Claus, Indiana, if you didn't know, Ella, have balls. It's really weird.
Man,
They have
like
dicks and balls.
Very large balls.
They have a good set of Dave and Buster's on those reindeer.
I love the attention to detail.
Yeah,
of Santa Claus, Indiana.
We pulled over and we were like, let's look at the Santa, because Monica loves Santa. Okay, she loves Christmas.
And by pulled over, we drove 30 miles away
We
from the
did,
freeway.
but it was worth it because we went and there was no one there because it was in the middle of summer, obviously, or fall, I guess. But
It was fall.
we
Yeah.
drove up around it, and they have like a roller coaster and like a straight up amusement park in Santa Claus.
It's called Holiday World.
There's a little tiny theme park outside of Colorado Springs, if you're ever in Colorado, called Santa's Workshop.
Are you serious?
Ooh.
Yeah, and they have a Ferris wheel, and it's a Christmas all year themed park.
Tell me
And they've
all about it
they've got
slowly.
A couple of reindeer, and they have a Santa there, but it's always one of the like real Santas with the real beards.
Oh, that's
Oh, like
awesome.
in the fraternity of Santa Claus.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's all. Maybe their standards have dropped, but when I was a kid, it was always the real beard Santa.
So that's in Colorado?
Yeah, Colorado, and outside of like Manitou Springs.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I'll
Up
be
in the
there
mountains.
later
I was-
in October.
In my homeland of Fairbanks, Alaska, there's a town called North Pole, Alaska. My uncle lives there. And they have a Santa Village store that is Santa Claus everything all year round. Like, they just sell Santa decorations. And in the
Yes!
summer and the wintertime, year round, you can hang out with reindeer. And if you're a kid, I'm pretty sure they'd put you on a reindeer and you can ride a reindeer
Fuck
around.
yeah.
That sounds great.
I'll talk
Yeah,
into it.
And dangerous.
It's dangerous, but they do it. And yeah, it's Santa Claus. I actually was mentioning it to someone recently, and they're like, "Oh, have you been to that Santa Claus house?" And I'm like, "Yes, my uncle lives like miles away from it, like not that far."
Hilarious. That's
yeah,
great.
but there's a lot of Santa. There's a lot of Santa themed places we're
Yeah.
discovering.
Or maybe
Well,
we
my
just all know one.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Monica, we're just talking away. It's about 45 minutes. We need to do the top 5 turnaround real
Oh
quick.
yeah. Well, my life is a Santa themed life.
That's
so Let's
true.
do it.
Monica, you going to explain to Ella what the top 5 turnaround is so she knows?
Yes. So here's the deal. You and Mike are on a team, kind of, against the
team.
world. Doesn't
You
matter.
and me against the world, Ella.
I have picked the top 5 worst of something, and now you guys have to tell us why each one is a good thing. So, I have picked the top 5 worst things about science. And it's not, I didn't make this list, obviously, but still. So, I'm going to give you the thing, and you guys tell us why. Actually, it's kind of a good thing that it happens. So,
Okay.
number 1, are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready, Ella?
Ready.
All right.
Okay, being scooped, which I didn't know was a term, but that means all the work that you've done on a specific subject you put out, but then there's all these papers that come out and make all the work that you did useless. Oh, what?
So why would this be good to happen?
Yeah, so you did all this work, and then people put out these studies or whatever they put out, and then your work is useless.
I mean, go ahead.
If people are disproving your work, then that's good because that means the scientific process is working. We're
Boom.
increasing the
Oh,
knowledge
look
of the
at that.
world.
Boom. World's best teammate. Next
that was really
one.
good.
If it's that other people did the exact same work as you, that might make it harder for your career, but then you've also got multiple studies like validating or
Yeah, because you want to be
disproving like a
validated.
specific
If you're a scientist, you want to know.
phenomenon. Yeah.
That's gosh, you're really
That's the
good at
most
this game.
relevant answer.
Yeah,
we've
we
ever
have.
done.
Usually, I'm just like, well, you probably can't bone anyone if you know. Like, I am dumb.
Right.
Okay, next one.
That's pretty good. All right. Number 2, worst thing about science is begging for money, which like I would assume is like grants or whatever, which actually seems a lot of these are like very parallel to comedy where they're like,
I feel like begging for money for science though is a very noble cause. You know, like I'm begging for money to advance civilization in a way or learn something new. That's worth the money. You
that's
know?
true. It is. Well, hopefully.
And begging for science is way better for begging for money because you're just like, I'm broke. I need some whiskey or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know, but I feel like the process of getting like a grant or something for science seems more like in depth than doing it for something else. So it would probably be like a good reason if they gave it to you.
Yeah, you're more likely to do good begging for money for science than many other things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Better
that
use
makes
of your begs.
I just really want this paintball gun. Yeah, it's way better than that. Next one. We're crushing it.
Yeah,
Well,
so you're
Ella's
doing great.
crushing it.
Worst thing about science, or the hardest thing, I guess, like having a family. This is interesting. This is where I was like, oh, this is comedy, right? But if I have noticed, or at least with my professors in college, they like there was a lot of hours because it was like either they were teaching and they were doing like these other studies or projects or experiments or whatever on the side. Like it seems like just a lot of hours that you're working on something. So then having like the rest of your life or a family or something like that.
So what's the good thing about that? About having no family?
Or yeah, like not being able to like be with your family a lot.
Well, I mean, they get annoying after a while anyway, am I right? Pew, 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 pew. I'm doing finger guns. You can't see
I could
Pew,
see it in your eyes before you said it.
It seems like academia is a lot like comedy. You get to do different things depending on your interests. So you could focus on teaching or research or
Yeah. Oh, you don't have to just do like research.
Yeah, it's not. You're not just doing one thing, and you get to do a lot of different kinds of work and collaboration, and that's a cool way to spend your time.
Yeah. Does your back hurt from carrying me through this game? Next one.
I like to think of it as getting stronger.
She's really good at positive spinning. This is amazing. Next one. Number
She's doing
4.
really good. All right. Yes, number 4. Like a pyramid scheme. So, I don't really know if that's like in science. So you have like interns or people like there's like low pay or whatever. Those things. Like people are doing the work without really getting like proper compensation for it, I guess.
I think it's kind of cool to have like an apprenticeship kind of thing though, because you're learning the ropes, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's great if you're at the top of the pyramid.
That's true. Yeah, you got someone to get you coffee all the time.
Yeah, I don't know if this is talking about like grad students doing research. I don't know. I did work as a grad student. That was okay. If it's about like unpaid adjuncts, it's like adjuncts who are doing all the teaching work of a university, but not getting paid reasonable amounts of money. That's
slippery slope.
Not a good thing. I don't know. I don't think I can spin that one. Yeah.
But we're gonna go with our free coffee defense.
Yeah.
Someone getting you coffee. Being at the top of the food chain.
Yeah, it's good. It's great if you're at the.
It's great. It's great if you're at the top. That's good.
And if you were at the bottom at one point and now you're at the top, it feels good because you're like, that's just the way it is, and now you've done it. You've passed it. You've gone through a milestone.
Maybe you would be nicer to the people at the bottom because you know what it's like.
Yeah. All right. Last one.
All right. 5. Reviewers, which I didn't really think about, but so peer reviewing is like a thing, right? Like somebody reads your stuff. So you have to hope that they're going to like say good stuff about what you've done. Is that right?
Well, yeah, but peer review, it's good because if you didn't have peer review, there'd be a bunch of BS everywhere, right?
Yeah, and there still sometimes is.
Still BS?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Is there still people
because
just
it's like peer review isn't
mad at you?
Yeah, it's not an entirely objective process, right? I mean, there's still all kinds of stuff where it's like papers with male names get published more often.
Whoa.
And stuff like that. But it like democracy, it's the best we've got.
The best we've got, yeah.
Because you
Science
obviously
drama.
don't want like completely I actually think it's important for people to remember that science is not like an infallible list of facts.
Yeah.
It's like a process done by human beings.
I love this podcast because we're learning so much today. We learned about minerals. We learned about what science peer review is all about, you know? Mm-hmm. I like this. I like this a lot.
Yeah, peer reviews, I think, are the comedy contests.
The comedy contest? I like that.
I mean, like, they're kind of correct, but...
Not totally correct.
Yeah.
I get it. That's a really good metaphor for it. I like that. That's good. Ella, you crushed this game. You're really good at top 5 turnaround.
You actually really did a fantastic
you're
job.
like
Thank
one
you
of
for
the
playing.
best we've ever had
Thank
on
you.
top 5 turnaround. Because you actually gave real reasons.
Do my best.
Usually, if it's just me and Monica, I'm just pulling stuff willy-nilly out of my ass. So this is good. This is really good.
Well, like most of his answers tonight. It's awesome.
That's right. Yeah, it's all the same. Ready to do the quiz?
Yeah, let's quiz it up.
Oh, what's happening?
Oh, I thought Mike was giving me a high
you want a high
five?
five? Let's do it. That was on the mic. All right, we're good.
Whoa, that was so
He
loud.
was actually just pointing in the air.
I was pointing
for
in the air.
excitement, and then I
just
raised my hand.
I do that sometimes.
Anyway.
But we're good. The quiz today.
I'm glad you guys high-fived.
Yeah, it was good. We were having a good time over here on the California end of things.
I'm having a great time.
Drinking your tea.
In Paul's boat or wherever the fuck it is.
So we take a dumb internet quiz every episode.
Perfect.
On BuzzFeed. And this one is, which 2000s teen movie blonde are you most like? Because I want to know what TV movie blonde I'm most like.
I'm doing this. Hold on. I'm doing this, right?
Yeah, you're doing this. Your sound just got all weird. Or you became all robot-y. Did you
No, I know I did.
Now you're better.
Sorry.
It's okay, Monica.
I'm doing it on my phone, right?
Yep, you're doing it on your phone. I have it on for Ella and I on this
Oh,
side.
I have a guess at what I'm going to...
We got it.
What do you think you're going to be to start off with? Or do you want to wait until the end to tell us, and then I'll tell you which one you really are? That sounds that's more drama.
I
Okay.
Can guess.
All right. The first question is, pick a word that describes your style, Ella. Okay. And the words are shiny, neat, simple, pink, tomboy, or pastel.
Simple.
Simple?
Yeah.
All right. That's. I think for me,
I would prefer something more along the lines of clean lines, but simple will do. Yeah.
Simple will do.
Clean lines.
I like to think I'm pretty neat. I'm shiny because I'm
go-
sweating all the time. Does that work?
I'm gonna go tomboy. I don't give a fuck.
I think I'm going to go neat. That sounds nice. What's your favorite? I am wearing a polo shirt and basketball shorts right now, so I don't know if that really applies to that. But what's your favorite place to hang out after school? Home, drama class, the library, the gym, anywhere outside, or the mall?
Drama class.
Drama class, good choice.
Oh,
I'm going to pick the mall. I love the mall. Monica, where are you? Where are you going?
the gym.
Of course. And now you got to
That's
pick
gonna be rude about.
Well, yeah, I mean, you like the gym. Pick a classic suburban home to live in, and those are your home choices. Which one of those do you
damn.
like? And, you want me to zoom in? Or here, you can.
Oh,
you,
fuck.
You know how to use an iPhone. I don't
Yeah.
know.
What goddamn suburbs are these? I'm doing this Rambler here because that's more relevant to my life.
Which one is that one? Is it the top left?
Oh, sorry, the top left there.
I'm doing the top right. It has those like overlapping peaked roofs.
Ooh.
And I've always been pretty.
Yeah,
into
the rest
that.
of these houses are cute.
The top
It's probably
right.
too big, but I like the roofs.
Oh yeah, the
That's
roofs
what
are
she
good.
said.
About a penis with roofs. With roofs. I'm gonna pick bottom left. I like it. Kind of reminds me of my house I grew up in
That's
the
what he
Pleasantville.
said.
Hey, I'm gonna pick bottom left. Which is worse? Which is worse?
Oh shit.
Finding your true love, but he turns out to be a cheater. That's one of them.
Oh fuck.
You're in love with the most popular boy in school, but he hardly notices you. What happened, Monica?
No, I don't know. Just you reading that bothered me.
You have to compete with another girl for your crush's attention. Oh, that's the worst. You can't be with your bae, as in BO4 or anyone else, because you come from a different background. We've all heard
Romeo
that before.
and Juliet, you dumb fuck.
Yep. You are too blind to see the love. That was strong. You are too
Sorry,
blind
sorry.
to see the love of your life is right under your nose. What?
That sounds like some sexist bullshit.
Yeah, it does. You are a workaholic and you don't have time for love. Out of those
I think competing with another
compete with another girl for
another
your
girl
crush's attention.
yeah, I feel like that's to me that seems like the worst fate.
That's the worst.
That's
Yeah.
a good answer. I think that's a good answer.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like me in high school, but yeah, that's strongly held belief
No,
now.
I went for the workaholic thing.
I think for me, I fell in love with the most popular boy in school, but he hardly noticed me. I think that sums up my my high school dating life.
What was the most popular boy in high school?
I mean, I guess I switched the roles. It would be girl in high school. Her name was Carly. It didn't go well. Choose a makeup product you can't live without. I got mascara, primer, eyeliner pen, and eyebrow kit. Yeah, the W just went down there. I was like, eyebrow?
Yeah, hit me with a lipstick.
Lipstick?
Yeah.
That's you? All right, you want
Really?
lipstick?
I don't wear a ton of makeup, but I have started wearing like a bright red lipstick, and it does a lot for your look in a very low amount of time.
Nice.
So-
It's good to know. What's concealer do? It's on this list.
It like evens out your skin tone. So if you want to
Yeah,
cover up like a
hides
zit
if
or
you got some
something.
blemishes.
Oh, I think I'm going to go with the eyebrow kit because I want to have my eyebrows be really popping, you know?
Eyebrows on fleek.
That's
Yeah,
right.
eyebrows are in right now. I've never done anything to mine,
I
but
haven't either. I follow this Reddit thread called a subreddit called Awful Eyebrows though, and it makes me never want to touch my eyebrows ever though, because the people that mess up their eyebrows,
yeah,
I look real bad.
definitely for me, having pretty naturally lucky in the brow area, it's like it seems like the risk is just
You got
so
good.
high.
You got good eyebrows. I'm looking at your eyebrows right now. Nice
Yeah, they're
eyebrows.
fine, thank
yeah.
you.
Mhm, yeah. I've heard from people I have nice eyebrows. I always got afraid because I have like a little bit of hair in the middle, you know, and I was
Yeah.
like, am I going to get a unibrow? But I think that's normal, you know.
Yeah. we all
Welcome
have
to
a-
It-
welcome to Eyebrow Insecurities. I'm your host, Mike Coletta. Monica, what are your eyebrows like?
Oh, my eyebrows are great. Everyone says I shouldn't do anything to them, and then I don't.
Nice. What makeup product did you choose?
I picked mascara because
That
if I
goes
don't
on
do
your-
anything to my face, that's the one thing I'll do. So.
That goes to your eyelashes, right?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, nailed it. Choose your zodiac sign.
Whoa.
Aries or Leo. They're in pairs. Aries or Leo, Gemini or Virgo, Cancer or Taurus, Libra or Capricorn, Scorpio or Aquarius, or Sagittarius or Pisces.
I'm a Gemini.
You're a Gemini?
Like Kanye.
Ooh. I am
an Aquarius.
I'm an Aries. We're all gonna. I think we're all gonna get different ones.
Different answers.
I don't know who this person is, but I'm excited.
I'm ready.
For it. You ready? I got Jane Ryan from New York Minute.
Okay, who plays her?
Oh, it's an Olsen twin. That's an Olsen twin.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm an Olsen twin.
What is her little quote? Does she have a quote?
It says the gift says, "All you've done is push me out of your life," and she's making like a sad face.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you're sad. All
I'm
right.
a sad person apparently in this. What do you get, Monica?
I got Sam Montgomery from A Cinderella Story, who is Hilary Duff.
Oh.
And she looks very strong in this GIF, but she says, "Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game."
That's
I think that's
nice.
a wonderful quote. It's a nice quote. I like it.
Yeah, it's inspirational.
Hilary Duff.
Who did you think you got for mid 2000s? You said you had someone you thought.
No, it's not what it's going to be.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah, just read
Did it say mid 2000s?
I want to know who it is, though.
I thought it might be Sarah Michelle Gellar in Cruel Intentions.
No, that would be a good one. That would be a really good one. Instead,
More of a fashion icon than somebody I...
Dude, that Cruel Intentions movie. Oh, sorry. You got Sharpay Evans from High School Musical. And then it's a
never
gif
seen
of you.
Wait, who plays that?
I don't know who that is, but it's a gif of you going, "Evaporate, tall person," to a person. You're just telling someone off. Does that seem like you? Would you say that to someone?
That doesn't not seem like me, although I am quite tall myself.
Yeah, that's right. So you can judge other tall people if you're tall.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Everything's going to be fine.
Cruel Intentions, that was the movie where it was like her stepbrother and her, right? And there was a weird sexual thing.
Wait,
am I making
is
this
she
up in
bang
my
her
head?
stepbrother? Because I don't know.
I
Or like
think-
sexual tension?
Or is that just the bet?
Oh, is it the bet? Was there people kissing in a pool? Was that Cruel Intentions?
Oh.
Was there a lady kiss in a pool? Or is that another movie I'm thinking of?
Oh, a lady kiss? No, I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Fatal
Cruel
Attraction.
Intentions, wasn't
Fatal
that
Attraction.
Fatal Attraction? Yes, yeah, that's a different-
Showgirls, of course, has an iconic pool scene.
An iconic pool scene?
Yeah.
What's that one? What's in that one?
They have sex
Swim
in the pool,
fan.
and it's like crazy.
Oh, really? Oh, man. Showgirls. Movie recommendations with Mike and
Really?
Ella and Monica. Showgirls, yeah. Sex in a pool. So you guys are
Swim
into
fan.
that.
I thought it was mostly about sex and pools.
Swim
Anyway.
fan. Let's do the charities. We're over an hour right now. We're going
Yes.
long because
We
Ella's
got
an
it.
amazing
All right,
guest who's
well-
really good at games.
This week we're going to do Houston stuff. You guys want to help in Houston where the hurricane is, Hurricane Harvey. You can do Red Cross. And actually, they made it really, really easy. If you just text Harvey to, I think it's 90999. That might be wrong, actually. But it's really easy to text. But some people don't like Red Cross, which I didn't realize until now. So there's a hurricane relief fund put on by the mayor of Houston, which is great. And I'll send you a link for that. And then the Houston Food Bank or the Corpus Christi Food Bank. And then there's actually a Texas diaper bank. This is like weird. That's the hard part about these things is that money is great, but then there's like little like clothes and diaper and food. Like the little things actually really help a lot as well. So thinking about those other things are important also. And I actually do want to kind of shed light on the fact that like a lot of celebrities that I've seen recently, more than other tragedy that I would say, are really like stepping up. I don't know. Kevin Hart keeps like posting where he like calls out all these celebrities where he's like, "I'm donating $25,000. You should do it." And like all these people are like Nicki Minaj did it, J-Lo, A-Rod, like all these people were like, "I'm donating $25,000. Like a lot of people are really I don't know, buy a Beyonce album. She's from fucking Houston. Like do like whatever. Like there's like I'm actually really impressed. So it's really easy. Like you can just text and donate $10 or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's always going to help. So
That's good. I like that. I actually listened to an NPR podcast that does the news called Up First. It's 12 minutes long in the morning, so it's like all the news stories, and it's Boom His Son. And they were talking, just a plug, because, they need a plug, NPR. And they mentioned the whole items thing, too, about how it's important to send, like, food and stuff, not just money. this month.
Yeah. There's other stuff you can do if you don't.
Yeah, and clothes. They said clothes was a big one because they're setting up shelters with like giving people new clothes and bed sheets too. They said because they're setting up all these shelters and like
right. Yeah.
Churches. And stuff.
Do a little look in to make sure it's stuff they need.
Yeah.
Because they wind up with like warehouses full of teddy bears that nobody really needs.
Yeah, so don't send a teddy bear. Keep your teddy bear.
Who needs a fucking teddy bear?
Yeah.
Or check and see if they've said like we need some teddy. You know.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Check before you send.
You have a
buy.
You have a charity too.
It's great.
I'm just gonna tell people to give money to Planned Parenthood.
You know what?
As always.
It's come up so much, and I agree with it every time. So I'm fine with putting that on there again.
It's fantastic, especially in Texas.
Yeah, and Planned Parenthood. Donate to Planned Parenthood. It's health. You know, people need to be healthy, and it's good. Okay, that's it. That's the podcast. We did it, you guys. We're over an hour. We're crushing it. We're at an hour 4 right now. Monica, is there anything you'd like to say to the listener to say goodbye?
Yeah. Yes, I love you so much.
Very good. Ella, is there anything you'd like to say to the listener as a goodbye? You don't have to say, like, you just met them, so you don't have to be, like, super lovey-dovey like Monica is, you know? But you can say whatever you want.
We've built a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I am going to go look up this whole geode situation and try to figure this out for us. So I will see you later. Bye-bye.